the search page, which is the initial step, we've already seen the search results page where we show you all the options available for your ride. Now let's take a look at what happens next on the book trip page, where you're supposed to enter the traveler details along with payment information, etc. So let's pick our provider. For this specific case, I'm going to pick a dummy provider that I just entered myself into Mozio's backend system. And for this specific example, we've entered a route between Charles de Gaulle Airport and the Ritz Hotel in Paris. I can see that the first thing it's going to ask me is for my traveler details. So I'm going to enter my own email address so that I can just create the booking. I'm going to enter the passenger's first and last name. Then I'm going to enter their email address. I'm going to enter their phone number. And if I have any special instructions, I'm going to enter them here. Special instructions go from requesting a child seat if your passenger is traveling with a child to any other specification that may help the driver finding the passenger and assisting them in order to ensure that they get to their destination the proper way. For example, if your passenger is being picked up at a gated community and they need a code in order to access the community and get to the address where the passenger will be picked up, this is where you need to specify this. If the passenger wishes the driver to come to the lobby and help and call out their name, this is where you would specify it. Say, for example, if the passenger is bringing oversized equipment, or if they wish to have a stop along the way to the hotel, this is also where you would specify it. The idea of the special instructions is that the local provider will see them and they will confirm whether they can fulfill those services, those special requests, and whether those special requests have any special price attached to them. Now, the next is my email address, because as a travel agent, I will also get a confirmation email for this booking that I'm completing right now. Because the ride is from Charles de Gaulle Airport to the Ritz, Mozio will ask me for a flight number so that the driver can monitor the arrival of the flight, and they know that if the flight is delayed, they need to wait for the passenger. I had selected a pickup at 12:30, so I'm going to select a flight that arrives before 12:30, because otherwise the system will basically prompt me and tell me the flight that you've selected doesn't really match or doesn't make sense according to the pickup time that you had selected before, right? In this case, we have a flight number for Air France that's coming from JFK and landing at Charles de Gaulle Airport on the 12th of April at noon. Since I selected a pickup at 12:30, that gives my passenger 30 minutes typically to go through baggage claim, migrations if they need to do, and everything else, and get to the outside of the airport where the driver will be waiting. In this case, they have also an hour included of waiting time. So between the hours of 12:30 p.m. and 1:30 p.m., the driver will simply be waiting there for the passenger to pick them up. One thing that I didn't mention before is a mobile phone number. This is key information in the booking, because if the driver cannot find the passenger while they're waiting for them, before that waiting time is over, so meaning before those 60 minutes are over, they will try contacting the phone number that's on the booking. And if the number is to the passenger, they will that way be able to sort out where the passenger is and coordinate the meeting, right? Now, if we scroll down even further, it'll ask me if I have a coupon code for any special discounts. It'll also ask me if I want to save the profile of the customer. If my client is a frequent client and I want to be able to book several rides for them, I can save their contact information, and next time I won't need to manually input each detail. I will simply be able to select from a little drop-down list that I have here, and their first and last name, email address, and phone number will be automatically populated when I try to book. The same thing goes for my credit card information. If I want to save the credit card information tied to this customer because this customer trusts me with their credit card details, I can do so as well by simply clicking on the little button here that allows me to save that information. One thing that I want to make sure of before I proceed is to adjust my earning. My account is set so that automatically 10% of the price of the booking is added as a tack on to my final price. So because this booking, in this case, for example, I will be making $60.79 out of the cost of the booking. I can change this, and let's say, for example, I just want to charge this passenger 10. I want to charge this passenger only $10. I can simply change it here, and it will basically add it for me, right? Because of the commission that I get with Mozio, the price of the booking is different according to what I will enter here on the what you're earning field for my booking. If I scroll down to the bottom, there is a place where I can enter the credit card details. I have created a virtual card for the for this specific tutorial. So I can just autofill the card details, and I can enter my first and last name here because it's still my name, and I can simply pay for it. Unfortunately, that card will be disabled right after I complete this booking, but this basically explains how the bookings are processed and what information we'll require from you at the time of making a booking at Mozio. Once I click on the book, it will process the payment of my booking, and it'll show me the confirmation page of that booking. So I simply have to, there's nothing much more that I need to do. My booking is confirmed the moment I booked it, and I will show you on the next video the confirmation page and also the confirmation email that the customer will get, as well as you, showing all the details for the specific booking.